Hello, beautiful people. I have a special guest for you today. I'm joined by a man who just eclipsed 100 career wins and only 8 losses, by the way, throughout that time. Yep. Head men's basketball coach for Stony Point, Antoine Thompson. You showing off with the ring on your finger.
Man, well, you know, I had a meeting before, and that meeting was with the camera, with my computer this morning, and, you know, it was a little motivation. I said, I'm coming to meet a fine fella like yourself. Why not be decored and look right, man? You know, but it's motivation. It's good motivation for me.
A lot of motivation. We'll get to that later in this interview. Right now, though, like I said, only 8 losses, over 100 career wins in just 3 years. That is sensational. Absolutely. How have you been so successful?
The commitment from my players, the commitment from my coaches, the commitment from my wife, man. Like, it takes a lot of sacrifice from all 3 of those individuals that are under that umbrella for me to be able to just work and embody what my vision is and what our vision is at Stony Point. You know, we've been able to create a culture that gravitates throughout the country. And I say that in a sense of when coaches come to our campus and see our scholar athletes, they see young men with pride, young men with excellence, young men that carry themselves on and off the floor with high character. And then ultimately, you got to be somewhat a good basketball player to, you know, be in the program at Stony Point right now. So the 100 wins has been great, but with all of the intangibles of players, coaches, wife, it's been such a significant thing to just be able to grow our success at Stony Point and then my success individually if you look at the 100 wins. But it's been a thing that we've done together.
You talked about people coming to campus and seeing the success. When I come to campus, I'm able to see your intensity on the court, coaching these kids, being able to be passionate about what you do. Where does that come from?
Well, I think it's derived. That's me right there. Oh yeah, that was a strict day right there. It comes from my mom, man. You know, my first coach was my mom, and she just always embedded, you know, if you're gonna do anything, maximize your opportunity. So when you know, as a player, like that's who I was. I went out and I played intense. I went out and competed, and then as a coach, you know, the best coaches that I've experienced have always been intense. They always have attention to detail, and they have a purpose, you know, and my purpose is to grow every day. We maximize our opportunities every day in the gym. And when I can extract what I want to build with these young men onto the hardwood, it absolutely manifests everything that we do on a day-to-day basis. So that intensity is just passion, and that passion turns into competitive nature.
Well, that intensity got you over the hump last year.
Sure.
I'm going to bring up this video from last year. Yeah, remember this game, the state championship.
Tough one.
Tough one.
Tough one.
Finished on the other side of things.
Sure.
Runner-ups, but how bad do you want to get back here this year?
Well, it's something that we, you know, it's an inevitable thing that we have in the back of our mind on a day-to-day basis. But how bad do we want to get back? That feeling right there is something that we don't want to see. I told all my parents since last March, we're chasing gold right now. Just like the Olympics, you know, those guys went out and got gold. You know, I got some silver right here, man, and I want to turn this silver into gold, and I don't want this community that stood with us, that were by my side, that these young men put in all the hard work. I want to change that and turn those into smiles, and that's my motivation every day. I seek that from my daily walk, my actual ministry that I put into these young men and into the community, and just absolutely bringing Austin its first state championship on the boys' side ever. So, you know, we want to get back to it.
Well, I hope I can see that while I'm covering.
Absolutely, absolutely.